Like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
ESPN colleagues pay tribute to Neil Everett. Neil Everett has become one of the faces of SportsCenter. After 23 years at ESPN, he announced that he is leaving the network. Fellow worldwide leaders shared their thoughts on Twitter. It was universal praise from the people who Everett knew and worked with him. Chief among them was his 14-year-old SportsCenter partner Stan Barrett. If Roots Sports Northwest needs references, there are many ESPN colleagues past and present who were immediately willing to vouch for Neil Everett. Everett was not fired. He refused a new contract that would have forced him to take a pay cut. Save my name, email and website in this browser for the next comment. Nowadays WPLJ in New York City is a Christian station owned by the Educational Media Foundation. However, when Mike Breen was a kid in Yonkers, it was one of the most influential rock stations in America, and the man who is now known as the voice of the NBA wanted to be on the air there. Speaking on the latest edition of Dan Labatter's South Beach Sessions podcast, Breen revealed he has always loved sports. Like it was a real radio station, only it just went from one room to the next. That was what interested him, and it was what he went to college for. And we hung out in the basement the whole time. And one day he asked like, "Hey, why don't you come in? Want to be a DJ for a while?" And I am like, "Okay, let me try." And I fell in love with it. Mike Breen didn't he just fall in love with the idea of radio? He saw it as a worthwhile career and knew exactly where it would take him. I enjoyed being on the air and talking, so my first thought was, I am going to be a disc jockey. WPLJ was like the big rock station in New York at the time, and I thought, I am going to DJ at WPLJ. That was my first goal. In the 70s and early 80s, WPLJ was an album rock station. Notable on-air personalities included Carol Miller, Pat St. John, Mrs. Bill Ayers and Mark Goodman, who ended up being one of MTV's original VJs. Breen